Georgie's gorgeous gifts, so fine. Every piece uniquely.
In today's video, we're going to be trying out these new 8 colours of UV resin that's already pre-coloured by Diction. So this is a hard type UV resin, so you need a lamp or sunlight to cure it. It comes with a red, a lavender, a red, a green, a yellow, a white, a purple, a blue and a black, believe it or not. So I was really excited to try this. So I was messing about and I grabbed this mould, and I don't know whether you can see, but there was a little bit of resin left in the mould. So that gave me an idea to create these. So I'm going to show you how I did that, as well as test these colours out. Now, we all know that UV resin doesn't like black resin. Doesn't like the colour because it needs to be able to penetrate through the resin in order to cure. But they've managed to do a black that cures really well. I mean, I put black on the back of this, and it's a solid black. I mean, I had to do 2 small layers, but yeah, we'll try it out so you can see. So I'm going to be using the Let's Resin Chameleon powders with this, as well as a few other bits. So I'm going to start off with the Diction High Gloss Resin. Pop my gloves on. So this is by Diction. I normally use the pack of 3, which is the high, the medium and the low viscosity ones, but they didn't have any in stock. So I bought 3 bottles of this, and we're going to start off just by putting a little drop, and I mean literally 1 drop into each of them cavities. And we'll try this one as well. Now we only want to put enough in so that it separates across the bottom of the mould. So if there's a little bit too much, you can get a cotton wool bud and just dab it a little bit. So I just want like a broken film as such. The same as if you're top coating an item and there's not quite enough resin on it, it will leave dips and cavities, and that's technically what we're after. See where there's like patches and here, so that's what we're after. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to pop it underneath the lamp, but only for about 15 seconds or so, because we want it still a little bit tacky. We're going to use the Let's Resin Chameleon powders. Now, these are fantastic colours. I mean, look at this blue. Oh, it's teal. It's absolutely stunning. So we're going to use that. We're going to use the magenta, and we'll use the grape. So we'll use them 3. So I'm literally going to get my brush. Dip it in and then just brush over these pieces. We need to be careful not to make this too opaque, because otherwise the resin or the lamp won't penetrate through the colour. Now when I say about not making it too opaque, this is the magenta, and this one had problems curing, and watching it back I can see why, because it was slightly too opaque for the clear resin that goes on top. So I'm just blowing off the excess, but it still was slightly too opaque for the resin. Next up is the blue, and I literally just flick this on because I just wanted it on where the resin is rather than the full piece. I maybe should have used a different colour to back it with. Then I'm going to use the olive. So this has got like a hint of green to it, but it looks quite creamy in the bottle. So this was the piece that originally started it all off, and I actually really like this piece. So I'm just going over it with a really thin layer of clear resin, just to give it a little bit of extra depth. The main purpose of putting a clear barrier is so that the colour that I pop on top doesn't bleed into any of the base, so that there is some sort of definition and depth to the base. I'm just popping these under the lamp to cure. I did give it quite a bit just to make sure that it was cured fully top and bottom. For this I just turned my light over, but I have got a light on the way where it cures both sides at the same time. So now we're going to pop the Diction coloured resin onto the back. So first off, I'm using the black. Now again, it is meant, I mean, they put the black colouring in it, but it still only works in very thin layers. I mean, there is some sort of transparency to it, but if you double the layers, it definitely is black. Next up, we're going to use the blue to back this gorgeous teal. Use blue on the back of this one. I haven't used most of these. I've only tried the black and the white out. But this would be lovely for the little ocean pieces. And I've got these little moulds here. So to do these, they would be fantastic. I'd done a video on these, and then Claire from Claire's Crafty Corner brought her video out, so I'm unable to use it at the minute. So you can see there is some sort of transparency, so they're not completely opaque. But what we could do is back that then with the white, just to sort of make the colour a bit more defined. For this one I'm using the purple, which was probably the wrong colour to back this with, but it was nice nonetheless. I'm just backing this magenta one with a red backing. Like I say, this one didn't really cure as well, and now I know why. I'm just backing this one with white, just to see what that looks like, and then giving the others a second coat of the original colour, and then curing that top and bottom. Now, I was using my small light for this, which was probably a mistake because it caused an indent in the purple one when I turned the mould over. These are now fully cured at both sides. So I've added the white to the back of this. Let's take a look at them. That one's quite cool. Then we've got the blue and the white. Very similar to the water drop effect. The pink. So this hasn't cured on the bottom. Now, like I've already said, this was due to the opacity of the chameleon powders rather than the coloured resin. For some reason, this piece come out with like an indent in the bottom. Again, probably more to do with the chameleon powder and using UV resin with it. So I decided to top coat this and dome it. Again, the only real issues I had with these coloured UV resins was human error, was using the chameleon powders that were too opaque. Other than that, they all cured really, really well. We're going to use the green to see if we can go in between them grooves. This was more to see if we could really do the intricate details with it on something like this. So I'll speed this bit up for you.
Color UV resin wins. Lay a light, let it cure. Art so bright, can't ignore.
So out of them all, this is probably my favourite piece. Complete accident, but I really do like it. And these two also come out really, really well with the white and the black on the background. I was really surprised at how well it cured. The only colours in the box that are opaque are the black and the white. All the rest have some sort of clarity to them. So the last remaining colours are the lavender and the yellow. So we're going to try these out together. I'll go for this one with the lavender. Again, I'm going to do it in 2 layers, making sure I've got it all around that bit. After curing this violet, I then pop the yellow on top, more to see how transparent really that the yellow was. While that piece is curing, this is the piece from earlier that was slightly indented. Now, probably the wrong choice of colour. Not enough resin. I didn't really like this piece, although the purple was a really, really nice purple. I just should have used a contrasting colour for the powder. After the lavender is cured, I'm just topping this off with the yellow, just to see really how transparent it is. That's all of the colours. So this is the green that's cured, and it's worked really well in this coaster. But this is the one I'm most impressed with, the black. And it's really opaque. And the white is really white. So yeah, all in all, I'm really, really pleased with them, and I will be using them again. I decided after demoulding this one that these were quite basic, so I went back and I tried to do something a little nicer with them. So if you stay tuned, you'll see those. But yeah, this is the lavender and the yellow. So these are the pieces that I decided to do. So I am speeding it up for you, otherwise this video would have been really long. So I'm using the black and the purple just to fill in the one side of these metal blanks, and then for the other one I used green and pink. Then I'm going over this with a cat's eye nail varnish, and you'll see it gives a fantastic effect. First time it didn't really work, so I redid it, and there you can see the spot. So I'm curing it. Then I popped some little diamantes onto this purple one, and I domed all of them just to give them a really nice finish. Now for these ones I popped some little embellishments into the mould, and then popped the different colour UV resin from Diction onto the back and cured them. So this is ready for demould. Now these pieces I think were just really, really cute, a lot better than the other ones. I wanted to do something really that I would either put on a key ring or actually sell, rather than just testing them out for the colours. So that one had a little red apple and the black. This one is white with a purple and blue flower. I really like that piece. Then we've got the butterfly with the purple and the blue, but you can see the holes in the butterfly that I put in because it's supposed to be threaded. So I do finish that off with a few diamante pieces. This is some Angelina film inside the circular mould with some resin. I'm just peeling these off the damming tape, and look at that effect. Oh my god, that is stunning. So I just need to clean it up just where the resin has gone over the edge, so I will cut that off. And again with this one, I mean, look at these two pieces, they are absolutely stunning. This is the one with the little diamantes, and it's cured lovely. And I'm really, really pleased with this one. Again, it just needs a bit of a clean up, so I'll do that and pop the photos in. Then this piece, flat on the back, which is what I would use as the front. So I did dome that up, but I think it is really, really pretty. So I hope this has been useful. A tester of the Diction coloured UV resin. So I'll leave you with some glam shots. I've been Tony from Georgie's Gorgeous Gifts. Stay safe and happy crafting. Bye for now.
Tony's touch, it sets the tone. Georgie's Gorgeous Gifts you own. Oh. Glow and flow, watch it spin. Colored UV red.